Inspired by the modernization and loss of social interactions and cultural activities in the Mid-Autumn Festival, this project aims to create an interactive mobile entertainment prototype named Mixed Reality Lantern, which ventures to embed the natural physical gameplay seamlessly into a mythical virtual playground. This project examines the question of how could physical gameplay be embedded into digital augmented reality heritage to create a higher level of cultural engagement and virtual embodiment. Other sub-questions that can potentially be investigated include how do interactive media designers fuse cultural heritage, virtual and physical gameplay to create an engaging and sensory-rich augmented festival activity, how to incorporate the tangible interface with the mixed reality space to enhance human-to-virtual world interaction. How could cultural exploration experience provide seamless transitions among physical, augmented, and virtual space? This project, while focusing on the theory of virtual embodiment and embodied interaction in mixed reality, also has explored the theme of digital cultural heritage, nostalgia, speculative fiction, shared experience, and physical space of play, which are articulated in the first work-in-progress video. The approach to increase physical interaction in augmented reality gaming has been followed recently by research labs such as Human Pac-Man and Touch Space from the Mixed Reality Lab of the National University of Singapore. Augmented reality works that touch the area of cultural heritage digitization can be named Into Thin Air by Manzi Art Space, which makes AR work easily accessible to the public, as well as Wayfinder Live by Choi Innocent, which uses urban space as gameplay and investigates the ability of location-based gaming to facilitate deeper embodied interaction with public spaces. However, there is still a lack of examples that touch both areas of physical gameplay interactions and augmented cultural heritage, which can make this project's investigation's values transposed to both cultural professionals and interactive media practitioners. This inquiry has been explored through the research and study of cultural heritage like handmade lanterns, mythical creatures. Concept development includes brainstorming, mind mapping and concept refining, interaction study and iterative user flow, level design, digitization of culture elements from 2D graphic and user interface design to 3D modeling and animation, an iterative cycle of tests and prototypes applying different AR methods to achieve a seamless transition between virtual and real-world interactions, and reflective journal to document the process of iterative making. Studio 2 has given me the opportunity to develop critical and creative thinking through ideas bouncing with my mentors, and a lot of themes have emerged from these conversations. I discovered Obsidian, an app that helps me sort out notes from all of these amazing and mind-blowing discussions, and let me connect ideas, artists, works, methods, inspirations, reflection, and processes that I've never think can be related to each other. Followed by my second brain in Obsidian is the concept art sketch, which conveys nostalgia factors and childhood memories, and make me question how can interaction designers reclaim the narrative of their culture heritage through AR gamification. User flowchart is an important element of production, which allows me to break down the experience into different level design and create achievable outcomes for Folio 1, Folio 2, and future plans by breaking down the experience into different levels of difficulty and complexity for developing. Exploring typography and colors are the next steps in the design, where I spend time looking up fonts and typefaces that can support both languages, English and Vietnamese, and have traces of Art Deco style in the early 20th century, which adds a nostalgic flavor. Colors are being generated warmer than the general neon light palette to create more distinction and more resemblance of Vietnamese nature elements. The modeling and animating of 3D mythical elements in Cinema 4D is a very fun process, which I can play around with different movements and dramatize the animation to convey more imaginative factor of the moon-related playground. The initial sound application tries to convey the feeling of nostalgia, magical, mythical, environmental nature as playground through ambient sound. Capturing creature sound is also added to create more interactive sense for the player. Iterative cycle of prototyping and testing is the most important aspect in my production process, From making small craft projects such as star lantern, paper cup lantern, and implementing a selfie stick into the design of the desired lantern stick, to different AR methods testing such as AR recognition and scanning, AR fiducial marker, the results from these tests leads to a discovery of a new method called half virtual element, which stands for a virtual stick that is invisible and overlaps with the real stick, hence tricking with the player optical illusion and making the technicality of the experience much easier to overcome. Substantial issues such as occlusion is then discovered and fixed through different methods including manual custom mobile occlusion and AR occlusion manager. This process leads to a new inquiry that is not based on technology like marker or AR scanning, but focuses on achieving the merge between physical world and virtual world, physical interactions and virtual interactions. The first play testing at night in a wide area leads to a finding that AR tracking at night is not consistent and would be more reliable in a well-lit environment. Other findings arise from that issue, such as heightened difficulty to catch the virtual objects, results in more challenging and fun experience, in which the concept of player's immersion can be explored. When being interviewed, players report that they were reminded of childhood play memories, which opens up the discussion for childhood play and is an unexpected result from a player coming from different cultural backgrounds without the prior knowledge of the meaning of such cultural activity. This project envisions a new type of mobile experience that features both tangible physical game experience and fantasy virtual game experience, which entails a higher level of player sensory gratification and explores the theory of embodied interaction in the field of augmented reality. The significance of this project will lie in its value to cultural professionals and interactive media practitioners by introducing a model and framework for making an engaging mixed reality culture exploration experience. In conclusion, I'm thankful for new digital technologies to allow me, as an interactive media practitioner, to present my narrative on this meaningful aspect of my culture, which fulfills my passion to preserve cultural heritage in the age of digital era. In this time of transition between tradition and modernity, I hope to inspire cultural professionals and designers to realize the impact and potential of technology such as AR and mixed reality, to save and preserve the loss of culture by engaging more audiences to participate in a culture exploration experience, hence ensuring sustainable preservation of cultural heritage. I'm also grateful for having three mentors, Jeremy Parker, Moonlight, Carlo Tolentino, and talented developer Lucian Rodriguez-Lovell, for spending time bouncing ideas with me and helping this project evolve so much in the past 6 weeks. Without the collaboration with these wise and talented minds, this project would never have achieved this progress. Thank you.